Good morning everyone and welcome. My name is Elias. I'm driver and engineer from the Red Bull Driftbrothers and we are standing in front of a car wash. So we are close to Garching where BMW M is located, where they have their headquarters, and we are bringing back the mighty and very beautiful M3 G80. I was in a lucky position to drive this car for 1 month and I really fell in love with it. It's an awesome car. The stretch between sporty and everyday use is, yeah, I haven't seen this done better. So, however, a sad face here, but also a smiling face here, because we will pick up another car that I configured a couple months ago, and I'm really looking forward to see how it turns out in real life. And yeah, in the next couple minutes we should be joined by Joe, and then we head into the M studio.
Fahren Sie Ihren Wagen als erstes in den Waschbereich.
We're ready. Let's see if the car is clean. Looks nice and shiny. Thomas is waiting for us. There are no visitor parking spaces and we are allowed to go through the gate here.
You're talking about the Thomas waving at us and showing us to go through the gate here?
Yes, that's what I was talking about. So.
Every angle, it's a beauty.
I just saw my baby here. Let's go over there for the first time, and I'm quite happy. I was not sure with the color. It's a kind of boring color, let's call it this way, but I show you why I chose it, so come with me. 340i and M340d, they have this special grille, and this color is almost identical to the color of the car. This one is in matte, this one is glossy, and when I was in the configuration thing and I saw it, in my eyes it really took off. Like it just works perfectly. And the same color you can also find in the rims on the inside and on the mirrors here. So I think the combination of these two together looks just really awesome. I'm happy from the outside, but I haven't watched inside, so maybe I should look inside, huh?
Do I have the keys?
Not yet. Not yet, but it's open. So let's have a look inside. It's the first time that I'm looking inside. That looks awesome. Interior trim is very interesting.
Wait a minute, look at this.
Look at this.
Only 35 kilometers.
That's this is the first time in my life that I'm actually in the lucky position to jump into a completely new car. This is unbelievable for me.
So what do you think, to reach the 500,000 come up with this one? Or?
With this one?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I heard that BMW wants them back at a certain point. I think it's not in 10 years or something like that.
So we don't have much time.
So we don't have much time. So we got.
We have to drive it 24/7.
Yeah. Yeah, the seats are also very comfy. Oh, nice! It also has the things for the hips, or for the, how you call it, the chest. Now it's really snug. And what I also, oh yeah, woo! Wait, nice panorama. All the way back. Yeah, it goes all the way back.
Damn.
Wait, closing it like this. Isn't it awesome? Panorama sunroof, crazy.
I'll check it on the back.
Loving it already. It's an all-wheel drive. It's the first time that I have an all-wheel drive car, but in the normal mode and in the sport mode, it's basically rear-wheel driven only if you want to. That's very important. And it used to be a rear-wheel driven car. And
you're funky. Station wagon, then automatic,
yeah.
And X-drive. Are you nuts?
No.
Something happened to you in the
No. So let me get that straight. So yeah, most of you know that my profession is basically being a drift driver, and there I have more or less the craziest drift car that you can think of, and I'm in the very lucky position to go nuts on the racetracks. And if you do tandem drifting with 200 plus kph with another car close to you, there's not much more excitement that you can find on the street, and drifting is not for the street, it's for the racetracks. And when I'm on the street, I'm more or less a very relaxed person, want to travel sometimes also fast. That's why this car has like 700 Newton meters and 340 horsepower, so that allows you to drive fast if you want to. But most of the time I just want to be more or less comfy, still enjoy the ride, feel the car, and that's why I have a station wagon, because it's practical. If I go like mountain biking or stuff like that, I can put my my bike holder on the tow hitch. I don't have to put them on the roof or in the trunk. Then I have enough space in the trunk if I have to drive around with parts or luggage or whatever. So I think I'm really happy so far. I haven't been driving this car, but I'm quite confident that I will get happy with it as well. Let's check out what's under the bonnet.
Okay, understandable.
You got that?
Yeah.
What we have here is the B57 engine. That's a 3-liter 6-cylinder diesel engine in this car. Yeah, you heard right, diesel. I am quite, as you probably can tell, excited by technology, and a diesel car is these days also very complex, maybe even more complex than a petrol car, because of all the rules and regulations that are out at the moment regarding the emissions and everything. Here's actually also a 11 kilowatts hybrid system inside, so a bit of a electric boost if you want, and also regeneration and stuff. So I'm just fascinated by all the technology, and I'm really looking forward to test this technology in real life conditions. It won't drive only electric, it's just like a add-on.
Oh, okay.
So it won't drive purely electric, if I'm not mistaken, but I find out. But as I know, the electric motor just assists the diesel engine, but it regenerates energy while you're braking and stuff, and it puts it back in when you accelerate. So this is in my eyes a cool little feature, especially for stop and go traffic, and it's still quite small, and you don't carry around tons of batteries. So you have a small battery, you have a small generator / e-motor that does both of it, and I think it's a cool feature. Let's see how I live with it. And yeah, there's just like so many things in here. So there should be two turbochargers.
Where's the turbo?
Yeah, it's like really covered. I think I found one. One is there and the other one is below there, but you only can see the insulation. Oh, and actually I haven't realized that. Now the grill is fully closed. If you don't need much air to cool, like if you're just going steady without any heavy load, then it closes the cooling vents to reduce the drag. So you use less fuel while just driving in normal conditions. And once you have higher loads on the engine, they can open up and you have a second flow of cooling air up here. And the lower ones, oh yeah, they also have flaps. So now they are closed, as you can see here, and they will also open up when it's needed. Loving it. Even with my size, you have enough headroom, enough leg space. It's just a practical car. A practical, fast, fuel economic car, I would say. I'm really looking forward to my real life fuel consumption in this car. I think it will be awesome. So many features and stuff in here. Don't even know what it is. Oh, is this for the...
Ellie.
Yeah.
Stop breaking the car.
No, I'm just looking, just checking.
Just checking.
Yeah. An armrest in the second seat as well. I was driving a E39 for the past, let me don't lie, 9 years, and it almost has 500,000 kilometers on it, so 500,000 kilometers, and this was back from 1997. So yeah, it's a huge step for me. I'm just loving it. So I will fiddle around with all the features. Oh, there's light. There's light. Lights on, lights off, lights on, lights off.
We have another car here.
We have another car here.
Let's look at this.
Let's look at this. It's a funky color.
Sadly, I couldn't take the 3D picture because my doors are open at the car. But the car just took a picture. I'm gonna do it with closed doors again.
What is this?
This is the connected drive app
So you
from BMW.
can see your car.
Yeah, where you can see, you can for sure locate it, but you can also take like a 3D photograph of the location where the car is at, but if you proper forgot.
But wait a minute, what car are you sitting in?
Just your regular
Just
manual,
a regular
your regular manual gearbox G82.
Now we are talking about
M4.
the car in the front has automatic.
The competition one I had before, which was already mind-blowing, was an 8-speed automatic, which is by far one of the, if not the best automatic gearbox I've so far experienced. Like, not the gearbox itself, but the way they integrated it into the car. But this, my friends,
but
dear ladies,
why the switch? Why the switch to this one?
Did you just ask why?
I want to hear it from you.
Okay.
I know what it means.
For me, this is the pinnacle of probably automotive potential for having fun. It's exactly this car. Like the M4 with the engine, with everything we did talk about. Probably you have not seen our review of the new M3 M4 yet. By the time this video comes out, it doesn't matter. You'll see it and I give you a quick rundown. They're amazing. They're straight up amazing. Already the best car I've ever driven. No BS. I have not driven a manual one yet.
But this actual car wasn't driven that much.
This actual car
was
not driven that much yet. This is quite valid to say, and I'm gonna treat it like the goal it is. I will not exceed the speed limit set. I will not exceed the ref limit set. I will not exceed the load I'm trying to not put to the car. Gonna be completely following through with all the procedure to break in the car.
Do you know the procedures?
Yes, I do. I do know it. So don't exceed 170 kilometers per hour. Don't rev it more than 4,000 RPMs. Don't give it full load. So not wide open throttle or anything. And try to have a lot of variation in your revs. So not just go on the Autobahn, rather, vary with the refs you're driving in. This will help to break in all the parts, especially the engine parts, and then after 2,000 kilometers you go to your BMW dealership actually and get a quick break-in service done, which includes an oil change and stuff like that. Elias is very excited about his touring station wagon. So much more excited about this thing because this is I'm guessing, so I haven't driven it yet, but I'm guessing that this will have the potential to push over what got me hooked on automotive fun. This is the first part that is a big difference to the automotive car. The automatic thing where everything is located is different, and I like it more this way. Then I found this, which I'm guessing is another quick charge. It is. It's charging my phone even in here. Oh my god, thank you BMW, I love you. This is so cool. You have a USB-C here inside. This quite spacey opportunity to store all kinds of stuff you have with you. Look at this. Come on, BMW, how cool is this? Fitting your keys so you don't have it flying all over the place. Then devices, then we got USB to the car. You have Android Auto or iPhone CarPlay, Apple CarPlay.
Oh.
So you don't have to have your own display. If you want to, there are some nifty little thingies where you can put it here.
No, but directly from the manufacturer.
This is directly from the manufacturer, yeah. Then all kinds of light.
Ooh, the stripes.
Yes.
Oh. Congrats. So what we do have now?
Piece of art in my opinion. Look at those. They put so much engineering into this car, even compared to the predecessor. And this engine, the S58, is about, I think, 80 plus or even 90% different than the B58, sorry. It's a completely developed engine for proper race car usage, because customer sport is a big strategic target for BMW, and this is something that I'm still very surprised is reality. Road car engine, that is pretty much a race car engine. Very stiff front end, by the way, helped by additional supports from underneath the car. I'm gonna show the car underneath as well. It's not your regular, just another something. Those are the coolest looking lights I've ever seen, and they work amazing as well. Yeah, you have to see for yourself. We're probably gonna, at some stage, and Boll is gonna hate me for this, cut to footage.
I will hate you for this, yeah.
Of the car driving at night and see how the automatic high beams work. And It's very impressive, very impressive, and it looks so good.
You know what's impressive? The car behind you, the red one.
Don't show Cosmo.
Don't show Cosmo.
Don't
Yeah.
show Cosmo.
But okay, sorry.
Got distracted, but for a good reason, man.
That's a good distraction. You
Yeah,
know.
it is. You have to do like car light porn on this. Like if I could, I would have one of those at home, sitting on my living room table and just look at them.
Did you see a video from JP? He had Golf at the roof. How do you say it?
I put the whole car, but only if I had.
No, you put only the front.
Oh yeah, he had half on the ceiling.
On the ceiling,
Yeah,
and
half.
beam down the.
Like a light.
Like- It's working like a.
Look at the details on this thing, and the blue inlays. Never seen prettier lights.
Are they
than this.
functional, the blue inlays, or is it
Very
design
functional.
element?
I think I don't exactly understand how
But,
the laser
okay,
light works in detail.
It doesn't really matter.
But we're gonna
because
do-
It looks awesome, yeah.
It does,
I know, but
and it works awesome. But I want to know how, and maybe we're gonna do a whole episode on just the laser light at some stage. Maybe we're gonna
Alright.
hook up with people who developed it and tell us a little bit more of, for example, how the lights know there's a car in front of you, another one coming, and then they don't just dim the whole high beams. They work their way around the other vehicle. So the other guy coming up or approaching from behind is not distracted by the light, but you see incredibly well. So take a look at the pretty color. And also check out one last thing before we stop BMW guys away from their work. You have quite some space in here. This is, you can fit some stuff in the trunk. And then also you have
I know
Hold
you
Hold
had in the M4 your whole rig, the sim rig inside.
like
So
the full setup, And then check this out. How cool is the solution to do the following? Check it.
Okay.
Lots of space.
I see.
If you don't want to get your hands dirty, just press this button. Carbon fiber bucket seats, fully automatic, doing what they're just doing to make my life easier. This is so
Man.
unreal. I have
The sound,
I
man.
have a manual gearbox in this car. I cannot believe this is real. Thank you BMW for making this. This is so cool. This is so cool.
Because the first impression of the first couple meters is already quite good.
So this is all four of them. We're in Garching, in the Daimlerstraße,
At the headquarters of BMW M.
for our first official car
No.
change.
Yeah, car change. Yeah,
Our
the
first official car change, where we
brought the two babies back there
yellow one and four.
and the Macau blue M3, which is an awesome color, which is a really awesome color.
Very pretty. It
Yeah.
was an old E30 color, right?
If I'm not mistaken, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we got
Dun, da, da, da. I have to say it, the best car I've ever driven. This is probably going to take the crown from the E30, I'm guessing.
okay.
Like even emotionally, I'm not kidding. Like
Okay.
the best car I've ever driven. Like the well, we get into more detail about all that at some stage. It started snowing, so luckily we have summer tires on, but we have to break them in anyway. So it will be 2,000 kilometers for me, being very gentle with the car, 500 for you,
Yep.
being not so gentle.
Yeah.
Amazing day.
So let's get in the cars, drive home.